All right, Emma, I hate you because you pointed out that my first video didn't have audio. So here we go. I'm going to do this one fast because I've already done it once. Okay, here we go. Skylar had, let's see. Skylar was S. Faith was F. They want T for weeks. Okay, so Skylar was, let's see, $30 in savings, $16 a week plus $30 in savings. Faith was $6 a week plus $100 that she has in savings. I'll make this pen a little smaller. Okay, so they said like, when do they have the same amount? 16T plus 30 equals 6T. When are these equal? So if we subtract the 6T, subtract 6T, minus 30, we've got, oops, no there, 10T equals 70, divide by 10, and these two people have the same amount of money after 7 weeks. If we want to know how much money that is, we plug in 7, and 6 times 7 is 42, plus 100 is, after 7 weeks, they both have $142. Okay, number 2, let's see. T is what I'm using for years, T years, okay. Tree A equals 33 inches tall when it started, so it's taller now. Tree B was 15 when it started, so tree A was taller, but tree B is growing faster, right? Tree A goes 4 inches every year, plus the 33 it started with. Tree B is 7 a year, plus the 15 it started with. So tree A is taller now to start with, 33 to 15, but it's only growing 4 a year, where B is growing 7 a year. So eventually B is going to catch up because it's growing more per year. All right, let's see. When is tree A taller than tree B? Well, it's taller right now, but for how long? So from now till when? Let's see. When are they equal? 4T plus 33 equals 7T plus 15 minus 4T minus 4T minus 15 minus 15. 3T's equal 18, divide by 3. Now until 6 years. So as long as T is less than 6, T is less than 6. If it's less than 6 years, A is cheaper, or A is taller, because it's still living where it started. After 6 years, this 7 feet a year is going to overtake. So from now until 6 years, so when time is less than 6 years. Okay. Let's see. Parking garage A, hours we're going to call T. Okay. A is, let's see, $3 an hour, $3 every T plus $4. Parking garage B is $2 per hour plus $12 to park. Okay, they're not saying when are they equal, they're saying what would be cheaper for 7 hours. So just plug in 7. This one costs 3 times 7 for hours plus 4. That's 21 plus 4, that's 25. This one, plug in 7, that's 2 times 7 plus 12 is 14 plus 12, B equals 26. So after 7 hours, A is cheaper. Let's see. For B, I'm looking at T for hours. I just searched for that. Okay, garage A is, let's see, $11 to park, $5 per hour plus $11. B is 6 per hour and $8 to park plus 8. Okay, determine for which A, when is A cheaper than B? Well, right now A is not cheaper than B. A is starting at 11, B is starting at 8. So right now 8 is cheaper. So let's see how, but when are they going to be equal? Let's see. So we're trying to figure out when A is cheaper. 5T plus 11 equals 6T plus 8. We can go minus 5T, minus 5T, minus 8, T equals 3. So they're going to be equal at 3. So A is cheaper, not now, but in 3 hours, they will be the same. So after that, A will be cheaper. So when T is more than 3 hours, that's when A is going to be cheaper. Okay. Number 5, Michaela and Faja. Okay, let's see. Michaela, they want weeks called T weeks. Okay. We've got Michaela's money, I think, and we've got Faja's money. Michaela's $30 in her savings and $19 every week plus $30. Let's see, Faja is, well, let's find, started with $45 in savings. So she's starting at 45 and it's 16 every week. 16 every week, 16 times weeks. Okay. Determine when Michaela has more in savings. Well, right now Michaela does not have more in savings. She's got 30. So, but she's saving more every month. So eventually her 19 a month versus 16 is going to catch her up and pass her. So let's see. So not now, but after, whenever, let's see when they're equal. 19t plus 30 equals 16t plus 45 minus 16t minus 16t minus 30 minus 30. 15 equals 3t. Divide by 3. T equals 5. So they're going to be equal in 5 weeks. So at that point, after 5 weeks, then this person, then this one is going to be the more expensive one. So let's see, or have more money. So Michaela's going to have more money once time is more than 5 weeks. After 5 weeks, if time is more than 5 weeks, Michaela will have more money. London is deciding between, let's say, company A. I'm already looking through and seeing miles we're going to call X. Okay, company A and company B is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing company A charges $40, so you just because, plus $2.50 per mile. So $2.50, 2.5 for every, I'm going to do that better. $2.50 for every mile, $2.50 X plus 40. B is starts at $100, so B is expensive now, $100 right away, but it only charges $1 for every X, so 1X, but we don't write ones, so it's just X. Okay, when is A cheaper? Well, right now, A is cheaper right now, it's only $40, but for how long? Let's see, 2.5X plus 40 equals X plus 100 minus X, that's 1X, right? So 2.5 minus 1 is 1.5X, minus 40 from this side over to this side, minus 40 equals 60. Divide by 1.5, X equals 40. And so right now, A is cheaper, but only for the first 40 miles. Then B is going to take over. So right now, as long as X is less than 40 miles, that one's going to be, yeah, A will be cheaper. All right, for number 7, here we go. Calculator problems. All right, how much free space do I have in that one? First, how am I gonna figure that out? I have to figure out the size of the container, the cylinder, the big red cylinder, and I'm going to subtract 3 of tennis balls, or 3 spheres. So let's find the cylinder. The cylinder is pi r squared times height. Okay, let's see. For the cylinder, if that's 5 across, then this is 5, then this is 5, because spheres are perfectly as wide as they are tall. So this is 5. So the whole thing is 15 tall. Okay, so the height is 15. Okay, height is 15. So we have pi, 3.14, times the radius. What's the radius? Is going to be 2.5, because it's not 5. 5 is all the way across. So we have to cut that in half. So 2.5 squared times 15. That'll give us the entire cylinder, red cylinder. So let's just go ahead and do that. 3.14 times 2.5 times 2.5 times 15 equals 294.375. All right, but we need the empty space because the spheres take up space. So we just got to think of a sphere. A sphere is that stupid fraction 4/3 pi. The radius is 2.5 of the sphere. Right, it's half the 5, 2.5 to the third power, because a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. All right, so we start with 4 divided by 3 equals 1.3 times pi, 3.14, times 2.5 times 2.5 times 2.5, 2.5 times 2.5 times 2.5, because for spheres we have to do the third power, equals 65.42. But I need 3 of those balls, so I'm going to multiply by 3 times 3. So the 3 balls together take up 196.25 worth of space. If I subtract the cylinder minus the 3 balls, let's see, 294.375 minus 196.25, 98.13 units cubed. All right, this one's easy. If I want to make a sphere, I start with a pirate square. I start with a circle, which is a pirate square, pi r squared. I give it some height, so I multiply by height, but then I crush them to a point, to there. So when you crush something, you divide by 3. All right, let's see. Pi is 3.14. The radius is 4 to the second power. The height is 6, and I'm going to divide by 3. All right, here we go. 3.14 times 4 times 4 times 6 equals, divided by 3, 100.48 units cubed. Okay, let's see. Midpoint. Still liking Delaney Sullivan's way. We're going to add them together. When we want to find the middle, combine them. Negative 6 and 10 is positive 4. 2 and 7 is 9. But now I have to split them in half to find the middle of that. So that's 2, 4.5. There we go. The distance between these guys. All right. Remember, we've got any 2 points. Those 2 points are on a graph somewhere. We have to find how far they are apart. They're sideways. 6 and 10 are 4 apart. So this would make like they're 4 apart sideways. Up and down, we'd have to know how far they are apart. 11 and 17 are 6 apart. So really, we know they're 4 apart sideways and 6 apart up and down. So we can use 4 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. 16 plus 36 equals c squared. 52 equals c squared. Take the square root of both sides. C equals the square root of 52, which is roughly 7.2. All right. Number 11 is just about cleaning it up. Let's see. Negative times negative 7x is positive 7x. Negative times negative 4 is positive 4. This guy just comes down. He's not part of it. All right, equals 8x. 6x times negative x is negative 6x. 6x times positive 5, or 6 times positive 5 is positive 30. All right, I'm going to combine these to make 6x plus 4. Equals, I'm going to combine these to make 2x plus 30. From there, I'm just going to subtract 2 x's. Subtract 2 x's. Minus 4, minus 4. It looks like 4x equals 26. Man, this doesn't seem right. Divide by 4. X equals 6.5. Let me see if I did anything wrong. Plus 4 equals 8x minus 6. Plus 30, 2x plus 30, 6x plus 4, 4x, 26. All right, I'm sticking with it, but they don't normally do that, but we'll see. All right, this one, really easy. 1/2 of 10x is 5x. 1/2 of 30 is plus 15, equals 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is plus 15. If anytime I have the same amount of x's on both sides, that should be a red flag. They're going to cancel each other out. I've got 15 equals 15. Infinite solutions. Okay, let's see. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay, here we go. This one, substitution. I know y is the same thing as 6x plus 4, so 5x plus 3, not y, 6x plus 4 equals 58. 5x plus 18x plus 12 equals 58. What is this? 23x plus 12 equals 58, minus 12 from both sides. 23x equals 46. Divide by 23. X equals 2. If x equals 2, I plug it back in. 6 times 2, y equals 6 times 2, plus 4. Y equals 12 plus 4, y equals 16. So we've got 216. All right, this guy. Up 1 over 2. This slope is 1/2, so y equals 1/2 x. I don't see my begin on blue number, so I take 1/2 of my x, which is 4, but I'm shooting for 5, so I got a plus 1. This guy, let's see. You can use any points here. Maybe I like using these because I don't like dealing with negatives. Doesn't matter. This is what? Down 1, up 3, so I'm negative 1/3. Okay, so y equals negative 1/3 x. And then, let's see, I have my begin on blue number, plus 4. All right, how many times bigger? How many times bigger? That means divide. 3.4 times 10 to the 7th divided by 2.72 times 10 to the 3rd. This part is just normal numbers division, so I can do that. 3.4 divided by 2.72 equals 1.25. This is powers rules, which means with powers we do one less. One less than division is subtraction. So 10 to the 4th, 7 minus 3. 1.25 times 10 to the 4th. All right, this one we're not supposed to use a calculator. Which of these are less than 2 pi minus the square root of 5? If I'm not using my calculator, I'm just going to say that I don't know 2 times pi minus the square root of 5. So I'm going to say 2 times pi is a good guess would be about 3. I don't know the square root of 5, but I do know the square root of 4. So this is like 6 minus 2. This is about 4. So this question is which of these are less than about 4? Let's see. 1 is 1. I don't know the square root of 5, but I do know the square root of 4, which is 2. So 1 plus 2, this is about 3. Yeah, I'd say that's smaller. I don't know the square root of 17, but I do know the square root of 16, which is 4. So this is 4 minus, I don't know the square root of 6, but I know the square root of 4, which is pretty close. So we'll say, which is 2. This is about 4 minus 2. Yeah, that's smaller than 4. Okay, the square root of 10, I don't know the square root of 10, but I know the square root of 9 is 3, so this is probably smaller than 4. And 3 times pi, I don't know that, but that's about 3 times 3, which is 9, so no, that is not. All right, this one. I know x is 130 because it's on the opposite side of the x, right? 130, which means these guys over here are 50 and 50. Now, this whole intersection is this whole intersection too because of parallel lines. So this is 130, 130, 50, and 50. Now I have this triangle over here, which adds up to 180 also. So I've got now 65 in the triangle, I've got a 50 in the triangle, and now I've got a y, and they add up to 180. So this triangle over here. All right, so we've got 115 plus y equals 180, minus 115, minus 115, y equals 65. All right, down here, I couldn't erase enough of it. Long story short, I had to do it all over again. And I didn't make a copy that I could erase. Okay, first one, normal division, 12 divided by 6 is just 2. Second one, powers rules, x to the third minus x to the second, one less. 3 minus 2 is just x to the first power. We don't write first powers. For the y's, you just do those. One powers rule, 1 less than division is subtraction. That's 7 minus 3, y to the 4th power. If we do, for the z's, if we do 5 minus 8, we get z to the negative 3rd power, which is correct. But you're not supposed to write negative powers in answers. So remember, negative powers just mean upside down positive powers. So I'm technically, anything that has a negative, 2x, y to the 4th, you throw the negative guys on bottom, z, but you make them positive, z to the 3rd. So instead of multiplying by z to the 3rd, you divide by z to the 3rd. And there you go. Okay, bye.